Alright guys, turn that down for a minute. Alright, so the wife just went in to see what she's going to do for dinner. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 14:30 or so. Let me look at the phone. I can't see that on the angle. Plus there's something in the way. 14:23. Okay. So anyway, we got most, I'm thinking, well, close to all. Got all the radios out of where they were. And got all the power disconnected and all the wires disconnected, because that is a nightmare all in itself. So I don't think you're going to be able to see, but there's a radio behind that. That's a Astron power supply, what they call linear, so it's heavy. I like the linears more so than the newer transistor ones. I don't know. They just don't last for me, I guess. I don't know. These are heavier. They give off a little heat, but they, in my opinion, they just last longer. I don't know. And they take more of a boom, more of a hit than the other ones will. Behind that, the Yaesu. Next to it is the ICOM. Behind that is the tuner. Next to that is Daiwa meter. Below that, the little thing down there next to the microphone is an ICOM 2 meter only. I guess I don't have them all, because I've got a 2 meter 440, and then I have a multi-bander that goes just about anywhere I want it to go. But other than that, that's about it. And I got most of the wires disconnected. If I unplug you, it'll shut down. Well, you know what? Let me unplug you. Oh, and then what I also did was, here's the switch. The switch is from AC to DC. So when I'm not working off of the batteries, the solar panel and wind turbine, I can throw this the other way and turn on that power supply that's in there, and that puts the DC on onto AC. I had this over there. I was deciding what I wanted to do with it, but the more I thought about it, it's something that I wasn't going to need over there. I have another one over there on the workbench already, so I can utilize this one here. Even though I have one there already, having another one isn't going to be a big deal. So that's where I'm at. Let me unplug the power and then I'll turn it back on. Alright, so now we're unplugged, so I can kind of get away from my umbilical cord here. Okay, so as I was saying, here's the Yaesu back here. This is the power supply. This is a ICOM. This does basically the same as this one, but this one just has a lot more features. But this is a plain Jane. However, it's been around for a long time. This is one of their radios that's always been there, always works for you. So if you didn't care about bells and whistles, and you wanted a dependable radio at the right price, the ICOM 718 is a nice radio. There's the tuner that goes to the Yaesu. The Yaesu does have an automatic tuner in it, but I also run more than one antenna off of it, so I like to have the outboard tuner. The ICOM, I have a 4H, H4, whatever you want to call it, which is an automatic tuner on the outside, so I don't need a tuner for that, but it also has a tuner in it. There's the Daiwa, and this is the 2 meter only. Oh, what a mess. Yes. Now all these wires that you see have to be rewired. However, it will be a little neater. So we don't have to worry about that too much. That radio will also be going forward. Now, these radios back here, they're only being charged up back here, so I can leave these radios here. That's not going to be a big deal. And this pile of radios as well. These radios, once I get them reprogrammed and charged, I'm going to put them away in the cabinet. But I know they look like I don't take care of them and are a mess, but they're really not. These are radios that we use sometimes when we're on a call and we just want to talk among one another without anybody else hearing us. That's what we use. So, but this is all probably going to come down probably today. This part of the bench I think I'm going to leave here because it's always nice to have a little bit of a work bench so I can clutter it up. Oh, I'm telling you, I've never had it this bad. Really, I've never had it this bad. This goes to that tuner, so I got to run that and get that out of there. Oh, this goes to the cutter. I wouldn't bring this out with me. Mothballs. I used to keep these in here just in case, because I told you we used to get field mice and things in here in the wintertime, which I don't mind, you know, but they like to chew on wire. Well, by having the mothballs back there, it keeps them away from all my radios, which is a good thing. So other than that, guys, I think that's about it. So, oh, what's this mic for? Oh, that's for a Bowfang. I can tell just by the connector on it. That's got to get moved, but that's something that can wait. That's the amplifier that goes to the speakers. This has got to get moved. I want to do that probably right after the wife comes in. She went out to see what we're going to do for dinner and to make me a sandwich. I felt like an egg and cheese on an English. So that's what she's doing. All right, here it is. What turn you want to? Why not? We'll give everybody a different perspective. A different perspective. Let's go a little bit lower here. And I don't know if you're seeing anything or not. I know you're seeing my finger, but you're not seeing anything on the radio. How about if we just go all the way down? Now what are you seeing? Something. Why? Why? There we go. Give you a little bit of elevation. All right, now let's go for the Acom. Acom. Now these have little. Yeah, they do. If I get my fingers up under there. There. Let me get the other stuff. Power supply. Whoa. You know, many years ago, I had gotten a deal on now these are the things that I have to make room for, that's more or less on this here. I can't do it on a shelf. Now this piece here is the tuner that goes to this. Now again, this has an antenna tuner in it, but it only tunes automatically to the first antenna. It has two antenna jacks back there. The second antenna, it won't tune to. So this one, or will it? Maybe it does. Maybe I'm wrong there. But it only has two antenna jacks. I have 4 antennas that go on this radio, and it won't tune through a tuner. So I have to take one of the leads off of here and go into this one. And then I bring the other 3 antennas off of this one. And this one I can manually tune to where I want it to be, which is fine. And I have a chart which tells me basically right where I need to be. So that works out fine. This one has a tuner built in. I don't remember if this has 1 or 2 jacks. 1. So if I plug an antenna right into it, it works fine. If I work through a coaxial switch, yeah. But again, I have 2 antennas on that one, and the second antenna, I have it going through an ICOM tuner, which usually goes, I have it out under, it's water resistant, it's waterproof, weatherproof. It's a H4 or a 4H, I forgot now. I've had it for years, and that